Cooking is a special skill that requires a delicate process. To move from a tasteless regular chef to a chef like me, please follow these steps. Start by cleaning. You need to clean so you can get the dirt out of your environment and out of your mind. Remember your recipe. Everyone has a different recipe, and if you don't have one, you should find one. But here's mine. The first ingredient I always use is God's gift. The second is some medium spicy stees. The third is my secret charm that I wouldn't tell you. And the last thing my cooking requires is hard work. Turn up the heat. It's very important that you gauge the heat level at the beginning. It should not be too hot at the beginning. It should just be hot enough. Never cook without washing your hands. Wash away all the negativity that people have placed in your hands. Step 5. This is called the protective stees. Protect yourself in the kitchen. Don't let the fire mistakenly get to you. You must be able to control the heat at all times. It must never be too much for you. Step 6. Put your pot on fire and start to cook. This is a cooker, but don't forget to light your gas if you're using a gas or a stove. Step 7. Pour your ingredients in bits. If you pour too much at once, you might spoil your food too early, which means you fail before you even started.
I'm worried about is the fact that my mouth is kind of bad.
Sorry, that was a little kitchen malfunction. Step 8. Sit with it. As the food cooks, some people stand up, they get distracted, and when they go back to the kitchen, they meet a bunch of free. This is the slowest part. It's the most boring part. But this is the part that needs your attention very often. It's not fun. You can do other activities while you're at it, but make sure you are focused on this process. And when the heat gets hot, I mean really, really hot, make sure you're there. Make sure you're there to either turn off the heat or reduce it. But just make sure you can stay in control of the kitchen at all times. And just like that, food is ready, baby. Make sure it tastes perfect to you. Step 9, serve. This is the part that crowns it all, your delivery. Serve the food in the most exquisite way possible. Make sure it looks like something people want to feast on. Make sure it looks like the shit. And the final step is one step that a lot of people ignore. When your food is ready, when your serving is perfect, pray. Always pray before you eat. You've done the cooking, only God can make that food crazy. So enjoy and don't forget to share your meal. This is a new show I'm starting. It's called 15 Minutes of Nothing. The idea is for 15 minutes I am going to do different things at different times. It's just for consistency and to keep myself grounded and remind myself that before I started loving money, I loved my hobby. I loved something that I wasn't making any money out of. So I don't want to lose touch of that. I don't want to lose sight of that. I don't want to lose myself chasing money and chasing success.